Never thought I would say this, but good morning from Baghdad, Iraq.
But wait a minute, I'm sure you guys are all wondering, what is she doing in Iraq? Well, on one of my first days in Istanbul, I met my online friend and fellow YouTuber, Jay Palfrey.
Hi, I'm Jay.
And Jay told me he was going to travel to Iraq with a fellow YouTuber from the United States called Doug.
Hey, I'm Doug.
And the first thing I said to him was, can tourists even travel to Iraq? You see, Iraq used to have one of the most difficult and complicated visa application processes in the entire world. However, in March of this year, Iraq decided to change their visa process and are now allowing citizens from over 30 countries to fly into Iraq and get a tourist visa on arrival. But wait a second, I'm sure you're all thinking, isn't it dangerous to travel to Iraq? Well, I know we hear a lot of negative press about Iraq and other countries in the Middle East, but I felt I needed to travel to Iraq, to see Iraq with my own two eyes, to eat the food here, to experience the culture, and of course, to meet the Iraqi people. I wanted to see what it's like to be a tourist here in Iraq in 2021. And just like that, I messaged Jay.
And she was like, can I come to Iraq with you guys?
And here we are. Are you excited?
I cannot wait.
Oh my god, we got beautiful!
Ladies and gentlemen, just stand back International Airport. It's for 45 years of Qatar outside services, 47 degrees Celsius.
Thank you! We just got off the airplane and it is so hot it feels like an oven. I'm not even joking, guys. It's like being in a sauna, but worse.
Getting our visa in Baghdad airport was surprisingly easy. Since March, Iraq changed its visa policy from one of the most difficult in the world to one of the easiest. Citizens from 30 countries can now pay just $77 at Baghdad airport and be issued a tourist visa for 30 days. Everything was super straightforward, and we grabbed a taxi once we had exited the airport to take us to our hotel in central Baghdad.
Yeah, we have like emergency service problem.
We were warned about this. Remember the guy in the airport? Okay guys, we've just got here to our hotel in Baghdad, and the minute we walked in, we handed over our passports and they've lost electricity. Apparently this is really common here, and some guys are shining a torch on my face right now. They said different sectors of the city essentially will lose electricity for maybe 2 hours at a time. So pretty interesting start to our stay. My room, 201. This will do nicely. Got some water bottles. And Jay's across the corridor.
This is incredible. I am so happy we finally just got here. It's 8:45. These rooms are nothing like I expected. This is like a 5-star.
Show me your room.
Look at this, how amazing.
Oh, lovely.
Fresh room.
Oh, I don't think I got a fruit platter. Guys, it is 99 degrees Fahrenheit and it is 11:30 p.m. at night. I don't even know if you can comprehend how hot that is. It feels like a sauna. But anyway, we've left our hotel, we've come out for dinner, and gonna get a quick bite before the midnight curfew and then head home to bed, ready for a very full day of sightseeing here in Baghdad tomorrow morning. So this is the restaurant we are coming for dinner tonight. I do not know the name of it, but lots of cool seats outside. This delicious bread. Oh my god, it looks so good. Dinner time. Woo.
They have like special offers. I mean, only the local of this area, they know about this.
Oh guys, it is 11 p.m. at night. We've finally come out for some food. Dog finally made it. Yay!
Thank God.
We were worried about him. Tomato, pickles, and lemon. See what Jay thinks. Just eating pickles. We're here with Mehdi and Ali from Bill Weekend. Yes! They're awesome kind of local guides and organising everything for us. Here in Baghdad and in Iraq, and we're super excited for the food. We're so hungry, we haven't eaten since breakfast. Wow. Wow.
Wow, look at all of this.
Oh my god, it's so good. You look so happy.
I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
Wow.
Ribs,
A lot of stuff.
boneless chicken,
Oh, that's so
kebab,
much.
grilled kebab, arais. What's arais? Arais. It's like
This is so good.
Iraqi cereal. You can find in Iraq, I mean in Syria.
What's the
Pizza
name?
bread, no?
Arais.
It's like bread with meat inside.
It's got like ribs. Some sort of like chicken tikka type dish. It's so good.
And this is the tikka. The chicken tikka.
So this is the chicken tikka. Apparently this place is quite famous for their ribs. So, can you try the ribs? What? Ah,
Time to try the ribs.
oh my god. Okay, yeah, I get it. I now know why you made those weird noises. It's
Everybody's
so
chowing
good.
down on ribs.
Oh my god. You liking it?
I'm so happy.
Chicken tikka is so good.
Not to be confused with
And
the
the
Indian
flavor.
part.
I am telling you guys, this food is absolutely incredible. There is just so much flavor and spices and like marinade on every single bit of meat. Like the chicken tastes different to the ribs, and then they like to mix it as well. So you can pick up a piece of chicken with the bread, add some tomato, add some pickle, add some lemon, and just mix it all up and eat it all together. And the guides just told us that Iraqi people love to mix their food and just mix everything on the plate and eat it all together. Absolutely delicious.
After a good night's sleep, the next morning it was time to head to central Baghdad and start exploring.
Guy just called us over and invited us for tea.
Keep it right here.
Local tea, and it's like 50% sugar. So we're having sائحه and cream essentially for breakfast. And we're excited to try a traditional Iraqi breakfast. This is creamer and what's this called again? Creamer? Kahi, not creamer. That's creamer. I got it wrong already. Kahi, which is like a pastry, and then this is some sort of thick sort of cream. So yeah, excited to try our very first dish. Don't know what's happening. It's super, super sweet, guys. It's very flaky. It's super delicious. We had to come here really early, like 7 o'clock in the morning, because apparently once they run out of this creamer, the cream, it's out. And they only have a certain amount for the day. And also on a Friday, it's more popular. So this is what the pastry looks like before it goes in the oven. And then you can see this guy is sort of flattening it out. Whoa, back here you can see. Hi. So you have this huge oven and all of the breads, all of the pastries are back in there. And then you've got layers of them up here as well. It's not really something I thought I would say, but there's actually a lot of history in this area with Agatha Christie. So we've just walked into the old town of Baghdad. So we just passed a movie theatre where she used to go to the cinema, and then there is a hotel just around the corner called Tigris Palace. She used to stay there, sit on the balcony, drink her tea, write her books. She actually stayed here for 3 years the first time she was here, and 10 years the second time she was here. So she actually lived in Baghdad for 13 years, which is something I never knew. While here she wrote an appointment in Baghdad, which is one entire book, and then she wrote part of Murder on the Orient Express, which is obviously her most famous novel. This is super cool. So we were walking past this theatre and the guy said we could come in and check it out. It used to be called Roxy Theatre and was founded in 1932 here in Baghdad. One of the reasons it's famous is that Agatha Christie used to come here and watch movies when she was living in Baghdad, when she was writing some of her books. They changed the name recently and now it's more of a theatre than a cinema. They've allowed us to come in and check out the theatre. We even met this one really cool man. He's an Indian man and he has all these friends that are like Bollywood stars, and then he's in his shop where he sells like Bollywood DVDs that have been translated. He has all these photos with these famous Bollywood stars, and he like brought us into his shop and he's like, look at this, look at this.
Come in.
Okay.
Come in.
So it's you? Which one? Oh yeah, that's you.
Yes.
It's like some famous.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, you've more. So many cool like old knickknacks everywhere in this theater. Got like photos of people outside of the theater. Oh, this is the outside of it. Oh, in the 60s? We were walking down the street and some guy just starts throwing water bottles off his balcony, and this isn't the first time this has happened today. We were like at a shop earlier just looking, it was like where they were selling military clothing, and the guy inside just came out of the shop and just handed all of us cold bottles of water. You have to realise this is like the best gift right now in Baghdad because it's like 45 degrees Celsius, about 110, 115 Fahrenheit. Ah, get the water! You know, to be honest, there hasn't been that many shops that we've seen that are open, and certainly none that are selling like any sort of souvenirs or anything like that. So we just passed this pretty famous statue and we saw this small little shop with like quite old woolen items and jewellery and stuff. So we just called in and they're so happy to see us. Like they say we're some of the very first tourists they've ever seen in Baghdad, which is crazy really. And they just invited us in and now they're making us coffee. All of these have been handmade by the woman. No electricity because there's always power cuts here, but maybe there's a bit of light. Oh, there is, yeah. All these photos on the wall, I guess, of like the guy meeting maybe famous people. If you can see Mariam behind you here. I am Christian. Mariam, nice to meet you. Oh, the woman has just invited me into her shop and she's trying to give me all of these for free. She's trying to give me this as a gift. She's trying to give me this ring. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Apparently if we drink this coffee we'll get married soon. I'm not sure about that, but I'll drink the coffee anyway.
Yeah? Good. It's your best. Let's go. Rock it. Okay, this in the water? Okay. No, for rest. Very. شلون الراحة ريلاكس relax your hands. طبعا مو بس
I'm so good at this instrument.
لا ما يصير.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Okay, good.
Guys, I seriously just thought I was going to cry. Like, this woman absolutely insisted I take all this jewellery for free. She just said, I wanted to give you a gift because she hasn't had tourists in years. We're like the first tourists that she's actually seen here in Baghdad since something like 2003, which is crazy. I just said, no. And in the end, she just insisted and gave me this jewellery and she was like, please take it. It was so nice.
Continued our walking tour through the streets of Old Baghdad to check out some of the local markets.
I am so hot, oh my god. Sweating like crazy. It's about 45 degrees Celsius already. But we're right now walking through the spice market. There's a guy here selling spices behind us. Some jewellery or prayer beads and stuff. And then over here selling sort of medicines and women's clothes, I guess. So here's this man's shop. And to sit inside, make himself look presentable. There's lots of just like women's clothing and stuff. Today is Friday, so a lot of stuff is actually closed. So they said they weren't really sure what would be open, but we had to go for a little walk anyway. It's really dark in here. Oh, smells are incredible. And it reminds me of the food we had for dinner last night. All these different types of meats that were all marinated, and just even smelling those spices here in the spice market reminded me of the delicious dinner that we had last night.
Thank you very much.
What are you looking at, Jay? Okay, so here behind me here, you can see one of the fanciest cans, which was kind of like an old hotel where people would go and stay when they were traveling between cities. And now I asked if it's like, you know, next to a train station or something like that, but they said no, it was more like when people were traveling on their camels and in these caravans, and they would come here before they're going to the next city, exchange their goods and spend the night in this very, very beautiful building. Now, in our guide's book that he actually wrote, you can see pictures of what the inside of this hotel would have looked like. It's so beautiful. We have left the spice market, walked down the street a little bit, and now we're entering the copper market, which looks amazing. It's so beautiful. It's copper goods everywhere. You've got like bits of raw copper sheets, like you can see here. Then you've also got like things that are actually made of copper for goods. You can see the old market here and the beautiful wooden doors.
Have you ever seen the Da Vinci Code, or you've heard about this in some Christian religions, Christian sects? There's like this practice of self-flagellation.
They are preparing for Ashura. Signs, swords, belts, drums. Karbala again.
Apparently they act out a battle wearing
all hands
these
raised.
things.
Babylon and Namrud. This is north of Iraq, and this is Golden Heart.
Wow.
The first music in the world.
The rest is the same. Yeah, legislation.
Beautiful leather shop. We just passed by this juice bar and it's from 1900. What? The store has been here for 120 years, right? Well, 121, yeah, 121. 121. Yeah, 121. It's one of the most famous juice shops here in Baghdad. And yeah, like the owner just said, it's been here for 121 years, which is crazy. Super cute people are just sitting on these little benches here. And you just order your juice and just cool down because it's so hot outside.
Every president and every king of Iraq has been here and drank some juice from this exact shop. And you can see the pictures hanging on the wall.
Oh yeah.